Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome back to the Realm of Inspiration. In today's video, we are connecting to our inner magic with support from the toads. So I sat down and I asked the Elfian Realm, what do the toads, what do they work with? Because they've got to work with something, right? There has to be something there. The frogs have something, the chameleons have something, the salamanders have something. What do the toads have? And in response, I got your inner magic. Toads are connected to frequency of magic frequency. So we are going to call on a divine masculine, Elfian Animal Healer of the toads, to explain their connection to our inner magic and how we can connect to our inner magic. And our inner magic is connecting with the third eye and different things. So also explain inner magic as well, because I'm not quite sure I fully understand that. So we're going to learn this all together. So divine masculine, Elfian Animal Healer of the toads, let's understand toads and their group soul work in regards to inner magic. Hello, beautiful beings. I'm a divine masculine Elfian Animal Healer of the toads, and I have stepped forth from the Elfian Realm, the Elfian Animal Healer domain of the Elfian Realm, to help give insight into what the toads work with in regards to inner magic. So the toads have a very bouncy frequency to them. They bounce, they're connected to cosmic joy in a way. So your inner magic is your spiritual joy in combination with the voice of the soul. And it's very rhythmic and very bouncy because your inner magic is your abilities. So your inner magic is, are you clairaudient? Are you clairvoyant? Are you clairempathic? Are you a channeler? Are you a communicator? Are you a medium? Are you a psychic? Are you a healer? Are you a communicator with animals, with the plants, with nature? Are you a healer of nature? Are you a circle guide, a woman's circle facilitator where you guide the connection of souls? Do you connect to that divine feminine frequency, a warrior witch of the divine feminine or the divine masculine? What is your ability? Are you a warrior spirit, where you're a communicator of truth? Are you a huntress spirit, where you're empathic, where you sit down and you try and understand things in the present moment? What is your bounce? What is your ability? What is that reason, that spark for being? And that inner magic is how your gifts come together with your energy and blend with the voice of your soul, because your gifts are how your soul helps the collective ascend. Helps the collective ascend. So that inner magic is your gifts and abilities. So how do you connect your gifts and abilities? The frogs work with prosperity, work with abundance, right? So when you start tapping in to your inner magic and you start working with the toads for the inner magic, actually prosperity is on the other side. So this is something important to note, is that actually why you might be experiencing some blocks and attracting abundance to you is because you might be neglecting your inner magic, because first you must embrace that inner magic with you and experience all the expansive abundance-ness of your inner magic, of your abilities, of your spiritual joy and the voice of your soul, your heart song. You have to express that magic that is your authenticity before abundance can truly find you. And when you embrace that magic within you, that beautiful children of life is how abundance can start finding you. So you actually, there's a lot about understanding abundance, a lot about that. Not a lot about understanding that inner magic of cultivating the abundance within you. Cultivating within you, your inner magic is the rising abundance within you. And the physical form of the toads has a lot of soul marks. A lot of soul marks related to that inner magic booming, making its physical presence known. And that sound frequency of the toads calls the inner magic. Calls the inner magic. Because you have to form the voice of the soul, and then express it outward to honor your inner magic. So the voice of your soul is your authenticity, is your highest self. Beautiful, beautiful children. Beautiful, beautiful children of life. Your inner magic is your authenticity. You have to allow yourself to sit with your authenticity, sit with your heart song, sit with your truth, and then express it. Express it outward. Your inner magic is something to be beautifully shared. And what's really nice about the sound frequency of the toads is that it awakens this chakra energy of a higher dimensional. The third eye, meeting with the solar plexus, meeting with the divine gateway, and this higher dimensional portal energy that shapes out in front of you and makes kind of that rounded oval-like shape of like when a toad or a frog sits. And pointing outward, that face energy, is your highest self. It's making this shape around you, and then up behind you is your highest self. Your aura expands, and your highest self communicates through this energy. And this energy is your inner magic. It's your divine gateway, your connection to the divine, your connection to your soul, that third eye, and your gifts and abilities in your third eye, your energy, and your spark, and your spiritual joy in your solar plexus. It's connected. And this inner magic is how you can help the collective ascension and how you heal. So actually, your gifts and abilities, your inner magic, affects your healing journey. Did you know this, humans, that you all heal differently because of your abilities? Because you have to heal in specific ways, go through specific things to activate specific abilities. So like for a communicator, her ability is a communicator and channeler of the Elfian Realm. So she should go through certain things in her healing to become a channeler. But because channeling is fluid, it's a flow state, she did not heal everything all at once. No, she did not. Because the type of channeling that she does requires that something that we do is we offer healing and guidance to her as she channels us, meaning she's going to go through things still. She's still got some healing to do, and we can hear her, oh no, more, no, don't worry, you're almost done with some things, then it's going to be new things and new fun challenges that help you expand, because a channeler is a little bit challenging. You got some challenges to do to channel it more effectively, because you got to experience more things so you can channel more things, because you can't channel things you haven't experienced because of the relationship of a channeler being. You have to communicate truthfully. So anything you channel has to be something you've experienced. So some things can seem repetitive if you're in a stagnant state, because you gotta go through experiences, you gotta live, and you gotta be humble and have that integrity. Now for different gifts and abilities, like if you are a healer, well, it might take you a long time to heal and then become a healer. And then you might still have things you need to work through, but it's not as much. You'll have more peace, more serenity, and it'll take longer, and you'll actually have to sit with it more before you can practice being a healer, because to channel healing light, you have to heal. The thing is, your abilities, there's an integrity with your abilities, meaning that your healing journey is going to reflect your abilities and what you're able to do, and you should not force your abilities to come through, because they're going to come when you've healed the block in the way of them awakening. So you open to your magic when you heal. So heal. And trust the process, too. Even if you think you're not ready, but you're hearing the message of Source and Spirit telling you, no, you're ready, trust it. Don't be like, well, what authority do I have? I haven't done this, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. No. Trust it. Trust Spirit. If Spirit is guiding you and telling you, do it, do it. Because that is part of the experience, because you're not meant to be perfectly healed yet. But you've done enough where you can offer help with your abilities. And the more you start tapping into that magic and you start practicing your abilities, the more that you heal. So actually for a communicator, the more that she channels, the more that she heals. The more that she understands, the more she expands, the more clarity is given, but it's when she's in the right frequency. So sometimes she'll go a few months without channeling as much, maybe channeling once or twice in a month, because she's got something she's got to work with. And some months she'll be channeling daily. It just depends on the experiences and your inner magic and your energy. But to cultivate your energy, to find your soul tribe, your soul community, you gotta work with that inner magic. But it's related to your journey with healing. So your journey with healing will actually tell you what your abilities are. And what's very fascinating is the more that you connect to that inner magic, that little chakra energy I was talking about, that's actually a beacon of light that calls your soul tribe. It's a beacon of light that calls your soul tribe. Your divine gateway, your connection to the divine, your connection to the communication of your soul, and seeing in your gifts and ability and your magic, and your energy, and your spiritual joy, and you being happy. You being spiritually happy, your soul being happy, your body systems all in alignment, and that beacon of light is calling, like a bat signal. The bat signal is that this is a human thing. Yes? You understand, we pulled it from the communicators, Akashic, this is something you'll understand, like a bat signal. You're putting out there, I don't understand it, communicator. There is something human, a show, something with a bat signal calling a hero to come. Yes, pulling from the communicator, Akasha, here. So, signal, bat signal, here. It's putting it out there energetically. So your soul team, your soul tribe, your soul family, your soulmate, those you got soul contracts with, you got to work with, they're going to see that signal and they're going to come to it. And sometimes, it's not always happy connections, but it's soul contracts are able to find you, you're able to go through the process of the soul contract, heal, move forward, and get through it a little bit earlier on. When you start honoring your authenticity, that calls forth those soul contracts, whatever it is. And sometimes you can say, I want to dissolve all soul contracts that no longer serve me, and you think it's all soul contracts, but it's really those who no longer serve you. So sometimes you're going to have soul contracts come through that aren't always happy, and those soul contracts are going to help you get to a place where you can expand even more and test your ability to honor your authenticity. And that is how the frog group soul helps the collective. They work with that. They help you understand that, and their sound frequency works with healing that. And when you work with them, you can also work with the frogs. They'll help you bring with the abundance, and abundance will find you because that bat signal, that also calls abundance to you. It calls prosperity to you because you're showing that you are in a frequency to appreciate the authenticity of all things. And abundance is an authentic flow of the universe. And when you have that signal out, you're saying, I'm not expecting abundance to come to me in any specific way. Just let it flow. And it can flow to you stronger when you let it show its inner magic. And it'll come to you in different ways. Not just financially, not just materialistically, in different ways. In different ways. And isn't that beautiful? And that's the final message. Thank you. I felt when I channel the animal healers. Sometimes I don't talk about it, but like you'll notice like I'll touch the nose because when I channel them, like there's like a nose energy expansion because their energy, the nose energy is like just like bigger. Can't explain it. Don't know why. I know I've talked about it before. And in my first channel text, The Untold True Story of the Elfian Realm, there is like the image of how their soul appears in that book, that illustration, channeled illustration of them. But this time I felt bouncy. Like I felt like I wanted to sit like a toad. Like I felt that. Like I wanted to, I don't know, like I felt very, very bouncy. So I felt that energy. Like I was like watching my body feel the energy of the bounciness. And I saw the visual of like just a beautiful night, lit up night sky, like stars, 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 abundance of stars. And there is this like little creek little creek, and these trees, and they're illuminated with the light of the stars and the moon, and there is this toad that is just sitting on a log, and he's ribbiting and ribbiting, and I see like little frogs jumping past him, and he's sitting there and he's so peaceful. He's just so peaceful, and he's just going ribbit, 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 and he's so peaceful. And suddenly, like, the moon shifts, and he gets all excited, and he starts bouncing and bouncing and bouncing, and just like hopping, 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 and like dancing, like a dancing frog, a dancing toad, like just dancing along this this log, and like seeing the frogs and dancing, and just like something shifted and he started dancing, and it was like more light, I guess, from the moon in this visual. That was the primary visual that they showed me. But it made me feel very excitable, and I saw the Elfian Nomad Joybringers, actually, the Elfian, beings of cosmic joybringers, them communicating with the frogs and watching them dance, and the frogs coming through as like messengers of connecting to your spiritual joy. I will try and remember to link to this video, the Finding Your Spiritual Joy class that I did in person. I did a recording of it, just finding your spiritual joy, because I feel like now a lot of the messages that came through would make more sense, knowing that the Toad group soul kind of works with finding your spiritual joy, and spiritual joy is part of your inner magic. So I feel like a lot of things will make more sense in relation to that. So we just keep expanding the clarity of things, which is very, very lovely. And that just kind of feels like the concluding of this video. So I will see you in the next one of these videos. I feel like it's a lot more plants moving forward before we shift back to animals. So a lot more of guidance of like what the plants have to share with us. So until then, sending you love, light, and inspiration. Stay inspired.